What's up, everyone? Here I am again to give you yet another podcast coming from the minds of Carlito and Jem. We finally named this podcast. We call it Quadtherapy Podcast because it's maybe therapeutical. I don't know. And also, I wanted to include a little gift. So yet another giveaway, which will be at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. The video is a bit long, like any podcast. So look down below in the information area because I'll be putting in the segmented topics that we talk about. So it's easier for you to follow rather than if you don't want to watch the whole video, if you would just want to watch a segment. That's it for now. Enjoy. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, welcome. It's me and it's him.
On the newly, what's the title?
The newly titled Quadtherapy podcast.
Quadtherapy.
Quadtherapy.
Is this like a therapeutical
A little bit
thing?
like a little therapy session. A little bit, like let's talk about drones and how you feel about drones and what they do for you.
Yeah, very good.
And what you get out of it, that kind of stuff, and where we can go.
Yeah, I feel great. I was just flying some drones.
You was just trying some just now, and can you come forward a bit because I feel like all they're getting is the back of my head. Then
what?
When I turn around and talk to you.
But like this, look at this. It's like.
Well, it's little and large. You see, he's up there. Do you want us like this? No,
yeah. Can you stay like this throughout the stream? We'll get lower chairs.
So you was just flying the 1S 2S
2S Mobula
preposterous proposition.
And the
which I'm not a fan of.
And the
I think I've made that clear.
BetaFPV 1S2S as well.
The 1S 2S, and whether or not 1S 2S is actually worth it, and whether or not we should just have a 1S and a different 2S drone. No. Or Carlos that wants everything in one tool. He wants the Swiss Army knife of drones.
I would like it, yeah.
And
not gonna lie.
I'm not sure.
I think it's possible. I don't know if right out the box these do that.
No, they certainly don't.
Kinda, but not to like high standards.
Kinda is the same as don't, isn't it?
No,
kinda is the same as not doing.
No, kinda is like they do it, but not up to your standards. Because maybe if you're not like an expert pilot, you're not gonna know the difference, are you? You're just gonna know, one is alright and the other one is super powerful.
Okay, but look, it's almost every time you mention a different thing, it's like, it's for the newbie, it's for the expert pilot.
Give me that jacket now.
It's for it's all over the place. Yeah, who are we actually talking about?
Everyone.
Yeah,
all at the same time.
Okay, so
I think new people,
satisfying everyone in the world at the same time.
New people and me.
But you can't. I don't feel that is a reasonable or possible request.
That I have a drone that does everything I want.
That can fly 1S or 2S in the same vein.
And HD, yeah.
And have HD. And fly 1S and 2S in the same vein, in the same manner.
That's all I'm asking. That's all.
That's all we're asking for. What have the Romans ever done for us?
What have the Romans ever done for us?
That's all I'm asking.
Lend me your ears.
So no, I don't think so. Can we get anyone out there in live land if you want to comment about that and tell us how you feel
about the
other than Tony wanting the jacket? It's a very nice jacket. You can want it.
I feel like Rocky with this one.
You very much do look a bit Rocky. So what else are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Tiny Whoop Invitational.
Yes, we're in a Tiny Whoop Invitational.
What's that all about?
We were invited.
What does that mean? We was invited.
Prestigiously invited.
We're not gate crashing.
Did you get the thing?
No, I still haven't had my little gold ticket.
We'll get it.
Jesse, what's going on?
Yeah.
Can we still get in without the ticket?
He's not watching this.
He's not watching.
Oh, the trash can looks good.
The trash can looks good. So you
talking
about my bin?
No,
you're talking about the bin.
No, there's another one, which is 1S 2S. It's called, the Chinese call it the trash can.
The trash can. So, was something lost in translation?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? Did they not realise what they was actually calling it?
Trash can.
Yeah, because we know. No, well, look, I think the joke is.
Oh, it has a Cadex camera as well, but it's 2S.
They've just taken stuff out of the parts.
Hey, Rory.
Thrown it together. Is that Rory? Yep. Ah, Rory. Hi, Rory. How you doing? I want to see if I can hook up a Rory video for you guys, because
a Rory video.
A Rory video, because Rory is our new team pilot, and he's going to be stumped to hear that right now. He's going to be screaming, "Oh, it's me, it's me, it's me!" But yes, it is. Yeah, Rory is our new pilot for Drone Junkie, and I'm quite impressed. There's a lot of reasons why I'm impressed. Mainly because he's a bloody good pilot, but he's very young, he's very dedicated.
Very young.
Yeah.
How young?
I think he's 50. Rory's going to tell me.
50?
I think he's like 15.
Oh.
Yeah, 14, 15, something like that. But what he can do with a fixed wing aircraft would stun you.
Put the thing on.
So let's show you a little bit of fixed wing.
Fixed wing.
What he can do with a fixed wing aircraft would really stun you.
Alright.
He's really capable.
You need to click on the thing.
Okay, well, we'll transition it now for people. There you go, so you can have a look.
So others can see as well.
So this is Rory flying a fixed wing multiplex Challenger RC. It's an indoor plane. Very light. They weigh nothing at all, these things. So it's, it's just a directed propeller.
With a plane attached to it.
With a plane attached, yeah. And he's 14, yeah. And he has been flying for quite some time, and he actually flies demonstration.
Very good.
So, next, I think in 2 weeks' time, he's going to be at the Ali Pali.
Oh.
At the Model Engineers exhibition.
Yeah.
And he's going to be flying there as well.
Very nice.
And he's got into FPV and got into quads, and I've seen him progress quite rapidly.
Yeah, I guess if you have like bases like this, it will be.
Yeah, this is his pedigree, if you want.
Yeah.
For a better description, So that's where he's up to.
Very good.
And he's done a couple of little drone flights. Hang on a second. Sorry, people. Matt's just asking me something. In that far right-hand corner, the far right-hand corner, you'll find more of those, and it's called motor bands. Lower down in that corner. And here's a video of young Rory flying a bit of FPV, and I asked him about your flat spin,
inverted yaws.
It's inverted. No, he couldn't go there yet. But can you see how clean and flat his flights are?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And this is what his first go.
This is no. He's flown a little bit.
Okay. It's pretty good.
But he's out and he's doing a bit of chase stuff.
Yeah.
But he's doing it. Very much in control.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah, for someone that's just started, yeah.
He's not been flying FPV for long, but he has been flying traditional RC for quite some time. Yeah. So that's
but it takes a little
Say hello
bit
to Rory, everybody. Yeah, that's him. And I'm sure that he's going to be very happy.
Hey, Sean. Lloyd. He's no longer whoops, but micro drones.
Micro drones. It is, like I say, micros will be massive. It's just going to happen. Yeah. So yes, so we are going. Where are we going?
We're going to the US.
We're going where? To the
USA.
USA. USA. We love USA. Yes. So we are going to America.
America.
For the Tiny Whoop Invitational, for the amazing amount of just everything you can think of in Tiny Whoop.
It's 150 million prize.
150 million
prize pot.
Is that right?
Hugs from Jesse Perkins.
150 million hugs. That's the one. That's the one.
I didn't say the currency.
So yes, I'm actually a little bit excited. I've got that little bit of butterfly action going on.
Yeah?
What are we going to see? Yeah,
I'm not yet. I don't know why.
Have you not? Has it not hit you yet?
It hasn't hit me yet. Everything is. I still have to pack.
Have you done it? Yeah. You've done no packing.
No packing.
As soon as you get your suitcase out, that's when it's serious.
I don't even.
That's when it means it.
That's when it means it.
That's when it's all. There's a suitcase.
I have some things like some clothes stored away, so I don't use them.
What? What? Just special for that? Yeah. I've got all of my Tiny Whoopie type
Exactly.
T-shirts.
You're gonna take tiny
those ones, yeah.
Branded.
I'm hoping to pick up T-shirts when I get
clothes.
there. I want to get all of the T-shirts.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking all the clothes that I need.
No, I want to.
Because I wanna get some there.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I am. Like Sean, I want to meet Sean. There's a lot of people. Adam, there's so many people that I want to actually meet that I've spoken to so many times. Yeah. and we're going to get to meet them. You met them last time.
Yeah.
But there's another load of people that's coming on that list that wasn't there last year.
There is a lot of people this year.
So
like 40 people or something.
About
it's mental.
40 odd at least. So I don't know what we're going to find when we get there. We're just going to have fun. That's
it'll be cool. Be cool for sure.
For sure. For sure. Have you got your drones ready yet?
Yes.
Have you decided what you're taking with you?
I think so. I'm not like 100% sure, but I think I know what I want. So, tiny whoops.
Tiny whoops. Yeah. So
for the race.
So there'll be a.
Should probably take one of those.
There'll be a tiny whoop racer. Let's put them here. I can tell you what. Let's transition over to the close up.
You love the transition.
I love my transitions. Isn't it awesome? So we're transitioning over. So this is the close up. So our close up base today is a Millennium Falcon, as you can see.
It looks cool.
I absolutely love this.
This is actually 3D. It doesn't.
It's not a picture. It's a real thing.
Oh wait.
It's a real thing.
Is this the Propel one?
That is from Propel, yes.
The one that exploded.
That's actually,
is it flying?
It doesn't fly because it blew its ESC. It was a gift, and I don't know if I can talk about it and stuff. But that is our background, and we're going to put. So we're taking a tiny whoop racer. Yeah. So this is our tiny whoop racer.
You're gonna, wait. You're gonna take a. What's this?
This one. 1 minute.
Oh, it's an alien.
This is a Zero.
It's a Zero.
Zero flight controller.
So it's not a tiny whoop racer.
No, that's that one there.
Oh, the other.
Yeah, that's that one there.
Yeah.
So we're going to take this Zero.
Yeah. With that canopy.
With that canopy. You don't like that canopy?
I like Chris's better.
Canopy. Oh, you want an alien canopy on it?
Yes.
Okay, we can do that.
I think it looks better.
Well, being that it's the Zero, it should have it.
Yes.
Yeah. Then this one.
Yeah.
This one is the tiny whoop racer.
Yeah.
It's our flight controllers. There's that one's going to go next.
With a flag.
Yeah.
Do you envision problems? Do you envision like as soon as you arrive?
I'm going to hide it until we check out the room and see what's going on.
The customs won't let you through.
Yeah. So that one, and then I'm going to take this one, which is a B light.
So you're going to take all different flight controllers?
Yeah, loads of stuff. Loads of stuff.
Right.
I'm even going to take.
What are you going to race though?
Nothing. I'm going to lose, so there's no point racing. I'm just going to fly around a bit. Yeah.
Just going to annoy other competitors that are actually trying to compete.
I'm going to get in people's way. That's it.
That's
it. I'm going to get in people's way.
Okay.
I'm going to do as much crashing as I can.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'll try and fly backwards and stuff like that. Yeah,
so this is the...
This is the 75
75
with the HD, the turtle on it. And I'm taking that in case we do anything outdoors.
Yeah, hopefully we will,
I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to fly that inside Tiny Whoop HQ.
You can.
I doubt I'll be able to get away with
it. No, definitely. Jesse, I think Jesse's doing like a race.
Like a HD race.
Open race, which means
anything you want.
Yeah. As big as 25.
Do we all get like helmets and stuff? Like, what's that about?
As long as it's ducked, it'll be fine.
No. So I'm gonna. That is my little list.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to take too much.
Okay.
And I don't have any.
What's your favorite
beliefs
though?
or
What do you think you're going to race with though?
I'm probably going to race with the TWR because that races because it races so well.
Yes.
At the end of the day, and I don't believe Jesse's track includes dives.
No, there's no dives
and anything like that.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how the track is going to be this year, but last year it was.
But that's probably what I'm.
It's challenging.
Of course, it's challenging.
From my experience last year, it was quite challenging.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's. What's the LEDs like? Do we have a battery here?
Yeah, the LEDs are all on. I've always got batteries around me. Yeah, there's one here. Yes. So let's transition back out of there. Do you want to say hello?
I'm all good.
Are you all good? Are you all good?
Like
we do have another guest. Yeah, in the cave of man. But he's just chilling out in the background, and he is actually a very well-known pilot. And he's going to America with us as well.
I want to show this.
And I'd like to just bring him in. Maybe he could just wave into camera or something.
Look at that! It's a hand.
That's Matt.
It's a hand.
That is Matt's hand. That is Matt. Yeah, top tiny whoop pilot. He's an actual tiny whoop pilot. He was one of the early ones, wasn't you, Matt? Yeah. And he's going to be going. He's out there with us as well. And that's going to be. You put the lights on.
Yes, beautiful.
Very good. Very good. So what? Hang on, we've distracted ourselves now. We have distracted ourselves.
Unzoom the camera.
Unzoom the camera.
No, you blurred it.
I blur it. Oh yeah, look. Oh wow, it's like another effect. It's got a whole new effect.
Yes. So that's what you're gonna take, yeah.
That is my vague idea. It could change.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am a bit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
last minute.
this is what I'm gonna take.
This is Carlos's list.
My list of
And it's
stuff.
a bit longer than my list.
Slightly longer, yeah. Where's my Mobula?
There's a Mobula.
Already gone.
Didn't you throw it away? Didn't you say I'm going to put it in the trash can?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, I know what it is. It's here. It's in the back.
And a big reason why I'm taking what I'm taking is because I'm taking my one of these. Yeah, because this is like a travel transmitter.
Yes. It's very good for traveling, actually.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. You know, I'm actually half considering the Tiny Book Racer. I'm going to see if I can borrow someone's Spectrum when I get there. Just, you know, let that out now. In order to control that, because otherwise I'm going to have to take my DX8, and that's going to really annoy me.
Yeah, there'll be someone that has that.
Anything combined to that.
So, what I'm taking...
Handle that with care, please.
Do you want to...
Just plonk it over there.
Plonk
it over there. Plonk it.
So, first of all, the Mobula.
But
I'm thinking, should I use this Mobula, or should I convert it already to the 65mm?
I think you should convert that to the 65.
And then try it, and if it's shit, just convert it back.
It'll be the only 65 Mobula there is. And it'll be special just for being a 65 Mobula.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. See, I sold it to you nicely. So just get a new frame, swap that one over.
I already have the frame.
Yeah.
You gave it to me.
I know.
I sold it.
Because I'm getting you. I'm an enabler.
Enabler.
I freely admit my enabling status.
Mobula.
Yes.
Then what do I do with the other one?
Next. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice canopy.
Racing.
It
I'm gonna take two aliens.
2 aliens.
Yes.
Okay.
You like this?
Okay.
You should like this one because you made it.
That's a nice canopy.
Oh, it's all green, full of stuff.
Full of
I have to probably clean it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. Look at that. Where's the light? And it lights up with like neon lights. I probably can't see much in it. Not neon. It's like UV lights.
They are UV. Yeah.
They're nice.
Cute. That is quite cute.
Yes.
That's quite a long time ago. You kept that canopy nice for ages.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still prime prestige.
No, you've done well. You know, my canopies don't last that long.
You'll notice there's something different on this one though. The front motors are like red.
17's are red.
No, I think it's lower than 17. And then the back ones are the gold ones. So it has.
Why are you doing that?
Because
a bit more back punch.
Yes. Yes.
Is that a little bit like our trick of putting on a bit of forward trim for your pitch?
Yeah.
Is that a little bit like that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It flies really nicely. So this one and the other alien, which is kind of like a copy of this, but it has like normal motors. That's the only difference.
Okay.
And the other alien looks like a Ferrari. I didn't bring it with me today, but it's the same. So 2 alien whoops.
So you've got 2 aliens.
A Mobula.
And a Mobula. All right. What
and
else? What? No 75? No.
No. Wait.
No. Okay. There's more in the bag.
What did I put here? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Unless the Mobula works really well when I try it.
Well, yeah.
65.
Mm.
I need to change the props for some proper props. UK 65? UK or US 65?
Okay. Yeah, they're the copy issuing props. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so that's all for whoops.
Okay.
But
you've got no inductrix. Huh? I'm not seeing an inductrix.
No, I'm not going to take any inductrix.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. I'm just going
to
take.
So you're basing your race
zeros.
Results on Charlie's flight on the Alien Whoop Zero.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I've been there. I know the course. Or I know the possibilities of the course, and a zero would do better than an inductrix, I think. Because you're gonna be smacking a lot of you're gonna be smacking into a lot of stuff, yeah. And the the inductrix will just go like haywire, and then
We'll lose it very. Yeah.
And this one, at least you can control it. Then for
you heard it here first, lads.
because it's gonna be cold as hell, and we might go into like I don't know car parks or something like that. But I don't.
A bit of outdoor reaction.
Yeah, a bit of outdoor. This was actually what saved me last year. And actually, I took this and flew it in the mountains. This exact one. So I'm gonna take it again this year. And this is a 2.5 inch. It's just amazing. I actually have a video. If you can go to
of course
my
I can
channel
go to video. I can go straight to your channel. So tell us more about that while I find your video.
Yes. So this is 2.5 inch. It's the frame is from MIB. I think it's called MIB 2.5. Let's see if you could go down. This one is like diving in a mountain. Dive. There we go. That one. So this is in Colorado last year.
Okay.
We're gonna be transitioning.
We are transitioning to Colorado.
That's this exact same quad. This 2.5 inch quad that I was using to dive. So Tiny Whoop is not too far away from here. It's like 15 minutes, 20-minute ride. It's actually over that mountain there.
Will it be a lot more snowy?
Yes.
Then maybe you might go on your own.
Why?
Because it's going to be cold.
It's not going to be that
cold.
It's like 16 during the day.
16.
12 degrees. Yeah, 12 degrees during the day.
Sounds painful.
Painful. It's like 5 outside now. Anyways, this place is super close and it's beautiful.
Okay.
Look at this.
It does look gorgeous. Where are you stood?
I'm still just down there. Although it's like you don't want to lose it here because you'll have quite a trek.
That is quite a trek, isn't it?
To
I
get
thought
back.
you would have been stood on the top. And I was thinking,
No.
how on earth can you dive down there?
No. See that car, where that car was going? That's more or less where I'm standing.
Okay.
You can't really see us there. But the car is like parked right next to the road.
But there is a lot of this natural
There is.
stuff.
If you move a little bit forward in the video, you're gonna see me landing in the mountain. I'm very far away.
Very far.
Was very far away there.
Yeah.
And there's just beautiful mountains and like stuff like this all over the place.
So it is very, very possible to fly freestyle like people imagine. Because if you didn't know, if you didn't say that was a 2.5 inch quad, people wouldn't be able to tell you.
No. And this is like this is untuned compared to the one that I have now. Yeah.
Untuned.
Yeah, it wasn't tuned during that flight. It was less tuned than it is right now. So right now it's a lot better. It is to fly even better.
For me, it's very pleasing to see such a capable micro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very, very pleasing to see. Okay, what else you got?
So that's for freestyle.
Freestyle.
But last year actually there was a race nearby.
Okay.
But didn't manage to go.
Like an actual race.
Like an actual race. So I want to take a little racing quad, and I have this 2.5 inch that literally takes no space. So
why not just fit it in?
And it has the same exact batteries as the other one, so just put it in the pack.
So no different batteries. What's the difference between the two? One does look a bit lighter.
This one, this is a lot lighter. There's no extra bits here that don't need to be here. So it's
Is one of these was one of these the KISS one you was talking about?
No. The KISS actually didn't work very well because it didn't like those small motors. It kept on burning motors, so I had to.
And what about GPS on one of these? Like you did on
GPS.
Like you did on your Tiny Whoop.
I could put a GPS on the freestyle one, but it's just like for close flights, anyways. Not to go like a mile like I was going on the video. So. And this is racing, so it doesn't need GPS. All it has is like lights, but it's so nice to fly. Like this 2.5 inch is so fast and so nice to fly that sometimes you just wanna you don't need a course. You just like go for it,
Well, I think this again comes back to like me. I'm just a random pilot. Like I'll just get up in the air. No, I don't. I mean,
you're just happy to be flying.
Happy to be flying. I make my own path and my own course, and I fancy going around that tree now, so I will. And whilst I love and I totally appreciate gates and how they can hone your skills.
Yeah.
I don't like coursing myself in. Yeah. Maybe because I'm just not tight enough to constantly make those gates like.
Yeah. But sometimes you don't need to make gates. You just need to. You can just fly for flying. You know.
Yeah. I just love to fly. I just want to be in the air.
Dave was asking if this is 1105. Yes, it's 1105
1106.
at. No, it's 1105 at 75,000 kV. So this is, it's beast mode. This thing shifts like there's no tomorrow.
That's the biggest motors on the tiniest frame.
No, there's a 1106 I think on this. The thing is that this, if I take on in a tight course, I can easily take on a 5-inch, no problem. Because it'll take longer to align correctly to the gate, and for me it's like the gate is bloody house. Doesn't matter where I take the gate from.
Well, yeah, it would be a lot bigger than anything.
The problem is if there's an air collision, that's why
there's not much left.
No, there's not. Well, they're very.
I think that would be quite robust, more like
a
bullet
robust,
going through the other one. You'd be flying through them rather than.
No, if a prop hits me on the wrong place, it's gonna get wrecked.
Okay.
BBB, yeah, they're BBB the motors. Joaquin, hey Joaquin, how you doing? Happy New Year. And Thomas, good to see you. So, there's one more.
There's more.
More drones.
There's more.
I like a bag full of drones. If we're gonna fly in a different country, you might as well be prepared, right?
Oh yes, this big.
You're gonna spend like 7 days, 8 days there.
It is 7 days, but you know there are 3 days of actual tiny whoop event.
Yes.
So, yeah.
You have other 5.
And you got.
If my maths are correct.
You got a day of going and coming.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you going to do with this one?
So this is I'm still not 100% sure if I'm taking this, if I should take this. I don't know. But this is basically an HD 6-inch ultralight. This weighs, I don't know. Where's your balance thing?
The scalesy thing.
Scales, yeah.
Okay. Scalesy thing.
How do you operate?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I was just doing a tick there like that. I don't know how you're going to manage to balance that on there.
Do you have a? It's easy. Do you have a tar?
No.
Does it reset?
No, it's a turn off and then back on.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
So this is 214 grams. You can see there.
That's really
214 grams.
at 6
HD. Yeah. So a 6-inch weighing at
That's
214 grams. This is insane. Like with I tested this with 1000 milliamps battery, 4S. It flew for 10 minutes.
And
And it could, yeah. I was like, okay, please, I need to stop.
What was you chilling? What was you pushing? Diving?
I wasn't pushing too much, but I wasn't like hovering on the same place. I was flying, you know, diving some trees, going back and forth,
just flowing.
countless times. Yeah, just flowing rather than like ripping. But 10 minutes, I needed to put it down. I think it could take a little bit more, but on 1000 milliamps. So if you get like a proper battery at 1300, I'm sure this is gonna fly for 15 minutes.
And that's 4S.
4S, yeah.
Wow.
HD. So it records in
That's
HD
very light.
for 15 minutes. Yeah, it's super good. It flies so nice as well that I think it would be a shame not to take it if the possibility of diving those mountains again occurs. I think this will be a lot better than.
I'm very impressed, I have to say. Like, that's really surprisingly light.
It's because of the motors as well. That's what makes it this light. And I don't know if you can focus on it. These motors don't exist.
It's a bit shiny for focus.
It's so the T motors, they're 1804 motors at 1800 kVs, but they don't exist.
They don't exist.
Don't exist.
But they came out and went, and then they stopped.
This was like a testing version years ago, so many years ago. So these motors actually never went to production. They just sent like a few to a couple of people around the world. I was lucky enough to get them. At the moment, we didn't even have quads that would benefit from these motors. And one day I thought like, hey, actually, you know, these motors will be really good with a 6-inch quad.
Very surprised. Okay.
So awesome. I know it's like a tiny whoop invitational, but I would like to take like a bigger quad to
Well, no, you are
to play around.
Hang on, okay, we are going to the Tiny Hawk Invitational, but you are also going to Colorado, and
Yes.
there is some amazing places to fly around.
Exactly, that's my thought.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with that, and if you've got the space for it,
Yeah.
then take it. That's very, very surprising. I'm surprised. How surprised are you guys? Like,
I don't know if I'll take like a Kiss quad,
£200.
like a proper freestyle one, but I think it's too cold to be outside, like ripping balls. Although last year we went out with some guys and we were flying for quite a while. I think this year is just gonna be too cold to be doing that. I don't know. Jet for sure will want to go out and fly.
However it is, I think we're gonna enjoy it whichever way around it comes. Yeah. So
I think so.
And if you haven't got it, then you can't use it, kind of thing.
Yeah. If I'll have to pack up first.
You'll have to pack up first.
Yeah, pack up first, and then see how much space is available.
What you've got left.
And that will determine what I can take and what I can't take. Because we have to take costumes as well.
I've got my costume.
You have your costume.
I have got.
Do you want to show, or you want to?
No, I'm gonna. Let's wait for that. You know, it's funny. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it good?
It's funny. Yeah.
Is it funnier than mine?
Yeah, yours is a lot more work in order for it to be funny. Mine just is funny as it is. Yeah, like you have to work for it.
Yeah. It's gonna. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a great time. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So is there anything else we want to talk about? Because there's no point us rambling, because people want to, they want to hear enjoyable droney type stuff.
Well, this is enjoyable droney type stuff.
Yeah.
What
new things is there?
Oh, I want to take something else.
Okay. Okay. What else?
My bag will be like, what the hell is this?
What else are you going to take?
I want to take one of these. But to build there. What do you think?
Okay.
Like on the off time, if we're bored or something.
That's quite an interesting idea.
Huh?
Yes, you can do that.
You think so?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's it.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to take. I'm not going to take anything else.
Right, because I want to move on, and I just want to quickly chat about a video that you've just released.
Okay.
And this is the video here.
Yeah.
And so, for people that don't know or didn't see the video, it looks mental. But if you look, can you see this blue business here in the middle?
The blue business.
That is actually where Carlos is looking. That's his eye line. Yeah. So it's really quite interesting to see where a pilot looks while they're flying, and the difference between where you're looking when you're racing and where you're looking when you're freestyling.
Yeah.
And not only that, when you're racing as a not so great racer like me, I'm barely looking at this gate, and the good racers are looking at the next gate, flying through this gate.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how, and I don't know if this is a good tool for people, but I think there is a realization to where you should be looking.
Yeah.
Yeah? I like it.
I think it was funny because there was the German top-notch pilot, Dutch top pilot saw the video, and he said like, oh, you should look to the gate in front of you, and I didn't really understand, because he said, oh, that's what I'm doing, and he said like, oh, but the one in front
of that one,
but that, I don't know, it didn't make a lot of sense to me, because
the next gate,
you wouldn't be able to see the other next gate, right? And so my reply was, and this is what I think happens as you become a better and better pilot. This is like a muscle that you're exercising, which is your brain. And at least this is how it works for me. When I'm racing, first couple of runs, you're learning the track, and then your brain assembles like a mental 3D course.
Best course.
Yes.
Best path.
Not a best course, like a course. You know that you have to turn left here, and you have to turn right here, and after this one you have to go into the gate, but in a specific position to go through underneath the next gate or whatever. Yeah. And as you do this over and over and over and over, your brain starts creating this course better and better. And at what point are your eyes necessary?
Well, that's interesting because I remember way back. Do you remember that cage course that was at the Nationals, the UK
Yes.
Nationals?
Yeah. I wasn't there.
And that went into the simulator at one point. And Brett Collis,
Yeah.
he flew that so fast. He commented himself that he was almost flying it as a muscle action.
Yeah, exactly.
And not as a visual reaction.
Yeah.
He knew he had to go dunk 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 dunk.
Exactly. But muscle. People talk about you need to like train your muscles to do this, but it's still your brain telling you how your muscles should move. It's not your muscles don't move by their own.
No,
your brain has to tell them, hey, it's going to be a tight course now because it knows it's going to be a tight corner, so you have to move in this specific way.
Yes and no, or is it more like Min Chan Kim when he goes to the races and he plays that simulator, so he knows that course, like you're just trying to say there. But how much of that course is visually responded to? How much of it is, I know I've held that there for a second and now I need to go back this
exactly
for a second.
I think it's when you get to top tier competitors in drone racing, it's the vision is almost neglectable because you're doing all of this by heart, because
by feel.
Exactly, you know what the course is going to be. Your brain has told you, hey, you need to cut here this exact moment. So as long as you know a set moment, then you're fine through the course. As long as you know at this precise moment I have to turn here, your brain just tells you, your eyes tell you, look, you're at that moment, turn here.
I guess I'm not at that stage. So
It'll be interesting to see two things, and that's one of the videos that I want to do with you, which is what are you gonna look when you're flying, when you're racing?
Well, I'm looking at this, and I'm definitely looking lower than you are.
You're looking lower than me.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why that is, because your blue thing is always above my supposed eye line or whatever.
Yeah, that's because I'm tilting forward to go as fast as I can, so my eyes have to look up. It feels like, oh, the quad is going too fast, so you have to look up.
I'm looking at the same picture as you. I don't get you by that. I don't know. I think I'm looking at the ground.
Because you're tilting a bit less.
Maybe
and
I'm looking for the ground.
You feel like you have to go faster, so you look down, but that's not going to work.
No, maybe I'm looking for ground reference, and I'm looking at the ground to say how high I am from the ground.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have the issue that I have that thing where I don't like arch gates because I think they force you into the ground, and I'd prefer an inverted arch gate.
Yeah, I get it. That you just go over it.
So you're in a certain place. Do you know what I mean? You're in a certain distance above the ground.
The thing is that once your brain teaches you what's the level that you have to fly and how you fly always at that level, you're just set on that plane. For sure. So that becomes irrelevant. You don't need to know how high you are, because you're always going to be...
I'm still obsessed with it. I don't know why, but I am. I'm obsessed with how high I am. I need to get high all the time.
What I want to do is I want to check with you what you look at when you're flying. Yeah. And I would love to check with a top pilot where he's looking at anything when they're
if it's
flying.
Any different. Yeah. I think it's a very interesting tool, and I think these kind of tools, the same like back in the day when that, when they first did the sticks. Yeah. Yeah, and they was like, oh, look at how my sticks are operating while I'm flying.
Yeah.
It's that kind of an informative tool.
Yeah, exactly.
Not so much for the person showing us, but for people watching him.
Yeah. It was even informative for me. I had no idea
where you was looking.
You do all of these things automatically, right? You don't think about, I'm looking at that part of the gate. But I had no idea that I would look only at the corner of the gate while I'm doing the gate. I guess, retrospectively, it's normal, right?
That's the tight apex, I suppose, you're looking
Exactly. Rather than looking at the middle of the gate, and then my brain kind of understands what the gate is and what's the best way to do it. But no, my brain already knows what the gate is, and it knows that you have to...
knows how big the gate is past that corner.
Exactly. You have to keep an eye out on where the apex, as you call it, is coming, and that is going to tell you need to turn in this point. The rest of the gate becomes irrelevant.
This is all very interesting and informative stuff, because now the next time I go out to fly now, I'm going to have these words in my head and look at it and fly to a slightly different mindset. You know, and just us having a conversation, I feel, is helping some other people.
Hopefully, yeah.
Think about what it is they're doing and how they're doing what they're doing.
Forget the ground, says Art.
Forget the ground. I can't. It's very solid, you know, and it's like it's right there. It's all over the place. Martin. It's everywhere. Yeah, so it's hard, and you smash into it.
Oh, Dave is saying, let's talk about the newbie drone 3D.
The newbie drone 3D.
What newbie drone 3D?
What newbie drone 3D?
I don't know. That's what he's saying.
Oh, newbie drone 3D.
What's that, Dave? Do you have any privy to some info that we don't?
3D?
Maybe it just came out today.
3D is like upside down 3D.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like
no, I've not heard of anything.
No, 3D is too much for. I've tried 3D in the past, like ages ago, and it was fun, but it was kind of like a gimmick at some point.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Because you go like inverted for a while, and it's alright. So I've done a gate inverted.
I'm not feeling it.
How can I show people this? The people are gonna be like, "Oh wow!" when you do it the first couple of times, but then it's.
And they're just making it even more complicated.
Yeah, and for if I show my drone videos to normal people and they go like, I can watch it because you just turn slightly to the right. Imagine if it's inverted.
There's that one that you did that was all funny. That I think he was. Did you have it on the back of the drone?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
yeah, like all reversed.
Everything just looks so weird, and that does freak your mind. So
yeah,
imagine
exactly.
if I'm inverted, what that would look like.
It's like car racing. They end up using peripheral
vision. Peripheral vision.
Peripheral vision.
Like that's looking out the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to train yourself to see the out the side.
Exactly.
Yeah. From round the side.
From around the side. So you focus on something,
but
and then your peripheral vision kind of does the rest.
Well, you're seeing that. Is he peripheral visioning the second gate then? And you're focusing on the first, and he's visioning the second. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. That would seem bad because then you're gonna hit the gate because you're not looking where you're going, right?
No,
so what
peripheral visioning?
I know, but peripheral visioning, you know what the second gate is on a 3D space in your brain.
Okay.
Because if you look at the second gate, you're not gonna look at this one, right? What? So peripheral vision, you can see the gate is there.
Don't look at the trees.
But try and go through a gate not looking at it. It's twice as hard. I think what happens, at least in my case, is as you're going, speeding up to the gate, you're looking to the best point of entry to the gate. Yeah. And as soon as you're it's impossible
hang on a minute, you're looking for the best point of entry, but you look at the bottom right-hand, left-hand corner, whatever it is. That's
that's the
worst.
The anchor,
I want to go nowhere near
the anchor.
Oh, the anchor. So where the rainbow ends. That's
no. The anchor to where you're. If you're doing a turn, you're not with a car. You're not going to look at your hood, right? You're going to look at the apex.
Yeah.
You're not going to look at the road ahead.
No.
You're going to look at the apex, and you know the road ahead is still there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
When you see a gate, you're looking at the gate because you know, if I see this part of the gate, I know the rest is there, right?
So one minute. If we split the gate into 3 triangles, let's call it, yeah?
Yeah.
You've got the middle section.
Yeah.
You've got that left side. You've got that right side.
So if it's a turn to the left, you're left.
Aiming at this bottom corner.
Yes.
Because I'm still up here.
No.
So there's a big problem there, isn't there?
Yes.
For me,
yes.
Because I'm aiming here.
And what's going to happen is that you're going to go
drift and hit over this side.
No. You're gonna go like, I'm too high. Again, the
ground reference.
I'm too high. I better go a bit low, and you either hit the ground, or you're gonna be like, I'm too low. I'm about to hit the gate. Whoa! Okay, now I hit the gate, and I can go.
There's a very interesting insight just there, isn't it? You know.
But that's different. That's about you understanding. Throttle control and keeping altitude.
No, it's because I'm always trying to go through that triangle of an arch gate. That's what I'm always trying to do. I don't ever aim for these corners.
Yeah, you don't need to aim, that's the thing.
Or whatever, I don't see them as part of the space that I can fly through.
Okay.
I've got like a little arch triangle.
In the middle.
Right in the middle. That's like my brain says, that's it. That's all you can fly through. Yeah? And you're
then you
saying...
go like,
And I end up with all of that. Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
No. What has to happen for you to not to do that is
I have to come in low.
No. You have to forget about the gate. You have to even fly without any gates, always at the same altitude.
Yes.
And do turns. Do turns all at the same altitude. That's about until altitude is not a problem for you.
Yeah, but what you're telling me is completely different, because now I'm going to start thinking about this triangle or this triangle.
And you're gonna hit the gate in that triangle because it's
I'm
much
aim
lower.
for it though.
It's
No,
much
I should then drift into the centre section that I want to fly through.
Yeah, possibly, depending on your angle of attack.
Because where I go wrong a little bit, I'll go into the middle.
Jump in,
Oh, hang on, Matt's jumping in. Matt is jumping in.
but what you're saying is that the way you've watched Carlos's eye movement, you think he's aiming at that point where he's looking. But the point is he's looking at that point
As an anchor.
but he's not aiming his quad there. But that's the point around which he will rotate the quad to
Like
come
an
into a
like
left
an
turn,
apex.
for example. And that's the point when he's going through that manoeuvre that he wants to make solid and then put the power on.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly
but
what
that's
I'm-
where
as
the
close as
peripherals
possible.
take over
Yeah.
your peripheral vision when you're focused on that point, or for a lot of people on the gate ahead, the next gate, which is the equivalent of that. Like Carlos said, that anchor. You're anchoring to that gate, so you're swinging around trying to get that gate centre screen, and your peripherals allow you to know you're passing through this gate. But there's a certain point as you approach the gate where you can say, I'm making this gate, now I'm focused on the next one.
Yeah.
And your peripherals just make sure that you do make that gate.
Yeah.
So you're using the peripheral vision to keep within the gate, but your eye focus is on either the next gate or that apex, because that's where you're...
This
At
also,
one point it cuts off. Like when you're there's a point
And then
where
you go to the
before
next
you
gate,
go
right?
through the gate, actually, that your brain transitions into, okay, there's nothing I can do if I'm gonna hit it or if I'm gonna go through. So this gate is no longer
might as well
important.
look at the next one.
And you look at the next one.
Okay, but this also feeds into the which gate and how fast and what kind of a racer. Because I'm only, if I'm honest,
Yeah.
interested in this gate.
In the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
And
keep
that's,
your
but
attention.
that's
Yeah.
why you, no, that's wrong.
Okay.
Because that's why I'm aiming at that centre triangle. Like, both of you are exactly right what you're saying. You should use this gate as an anchor
Yeah.
to
All the particular
rotate-
parts.
to
Yeah.
rotate to having a straight line to the next gate.
Or
Correct.
the best line to the
Yeah,
next
best
gate.
line to the next gate.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not doing that. I'm just doing my damnedest to get through this gap.
Yeah.
You with me?
But that's you
And then there's another gate after.
But that's fine.
No, it's not.
That's
that's
when
not
Jem
fine.
often ends up looking at the gate, not looking at the gap he's going through or the next bit.
Exactly.
When you
It's
often hit
not
the gate.
fine.
Yeah. That's
Don't look
the
at
It's
bad part.
not right.
No, it's fine that you look at one gate,
No.
you pass it through. Wait, it's fine that you look at the gate.
No, I should look at the gate
You pass it
as
through.
an anchor. You're very right. Like, what you said is very right. You should look at that gate as an anchor.
To do your turn,
To
if
do
it's
the-
a turn.
to, to line you up for the next gate.
Correct,
And
yeah.
do the same thing with that gate.
Yes,
Look at that as an anchor to line you up for the next gate.
correct.
And now I might just do things differently. Watch out, Tiny Whoop Invitational. No, you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be alright.
That'll be fine.
You'll be alright. That's very good. That's a very good point. That's
What was I going to
quite
say?
interesting. I like that.
I had something.
Do you like that, guys? Did that change anything for any of you lot?
What are people saying?
Yeah.
If it's like you look at it, hit a car bikes and avoid. Well, I look straight ahead.
Well, yeah. You don't
Yeah.
look at the tree, do you? Don't look at the trees.
Is Matt flying with us tomorrow? Yes.
He
Don't
may
know,
be.
Probably not.
Maybe not.
He may be. We don't know.
Maybe yes.
Yeah.
Maybe yes, but probably.
Maybe PBS.
PBS.
Yeah.
Home life.
If you mess up one gate, it's messed up your line. Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah.
Um,
In your situation,
Yeah.
where you're looking.
But
through to the
I'm
next
curious
event,
to see. I'm curious to do this with you
Yeah, I'd like to.
to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'd like to. So maybe after we come back.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because I don't know if we can get away with doing it there.
There, no.
Yeah. So when we
I'm
come
not
back,
taking my laptop.
well then we're definitely not going to do it there. So when we come back, we will do Jem's eye tracking.
Yes.
Yeah, and see where he looks, because even I don't know. Yeah.
There's I remember what I was going to say.
Yes.
Interesting thing though, and I mentioned it in the video.
Yeah.
I kept losing where I was looking at. Like I didn't see the blue thing.
You couldn't see the blue.
No, I had to force myself to see the blue thing.
That's weird. Because you can blatantly see the blue.
I know, but when I'm flying, when I'm racing, at some point I forgot that the blue thing was there. And then you go like, oh yeah, I need to talk about the blue thing and where it's aiming, or at least check where it's at. But most often I would forget about that blue thing. I wouldn't see it. It didn't register.
Weird.
Yeah.
I would have thought you would have been able to see this.
Zero. Nope.
This is the blue thing we're talking about.
If
is
you
this,
put like in the race part.
is this stuff here? Like to me, how can you miss that? It was so blatantly all over the screen.
I couldn't see it. Sometimes I wouldn't see it. I would just be focused on the race, and the blue thing wasn't there.
Huh. Well,
I could
right,
then I would think like okay, I need to look where I'm looking at.
No, we'll find out.
To try and understand what's going on.
We'll find out.
It'll be interesting to see if it's for you. It's just like, my God, can you take the blue thing away from the screen because I can't concentrate?
Well, if that follows where I'm looking, it's always going to be behind my view, isn't it?
No, it's exactly where your view is. But you might be like, oh, look at that blue thing, and then you start trying to track it.
Trying to look at it.
Which is, yeah.
It's going to end up going like that. In
it's
a bigger circle.
It's direct. So when you're looking at it, right? If you move your eyes, it goes like, whoa, this is where you're looking at now.
Yeah, yeah.
But you might start like, oh, look at the blue, and then you're not looking at the track.
Okay. And you'd never actually be able to look at the blue because it's always going to move.
Well, if you just focus on one spot and then you look at the blue will stay there because
you'll just end up with a circle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but yeah, I think that's a very interesting thing there of what pilots do.
Yes.
How pilots do. Yeah, and it's like this new revelation for me. Yeah, of where you're looking at a gate and how you're using that gate to swing yourself. I love the word anchor in this thing, to swing yourself into position for the next gate. Yeah, to me that's
colorblind.
That's Adam. He's got a little chippy thing, like a little sensor that sits on top of the telly.
Bottom.
Oh, okay, on the bottom of the telly then. It sits under the telly and it looks at his eyes. Will it work with my glasses then?
I don't know.
Because it's all shiny. It looks at his eyes and it knows somehow, through black magic, where he's looking on the screen at the time that he's looking, and then feeds that overlay, I believe, onto the game. Is that a separate program? Because it's not in the game, is it?
No, it's a separate program.
It's a separate overlay onto the screen. Yeah, which seems alright. Yeah.
And it's
Not
different.
sure what else you'd use it for. Oh no, you were saying in those Lara Croft games.
Yeah, there's some games that you
can look at certain.
Yeah, when you look to the side, the game actually moves to where you're looking. So if you look down, the game moves down as if you're like there,
Or it catches you out if you're checking out Lara Croft's ass.
Yeah. Oh, he was doing.
Amazingly, that's another thing I didn't know. Because you never realize this is no. Where do you look when you're talking to someone?
It's a little triangle, isn't it? It's a little four-headed triangle.
It's a specific place, and for me, it's like the right eye.
Huh? I'm looking at his right eye now.
Like whenever I'm talking to someone,
looking at someone both eyes. I know.
Yeah, you can't look at both eyes at the same time, right?
You end up bouncing between them.
You look at one eye when you're talking to someone.
Where you're looking is right.
Yeah. Normally for me it's the right eye, and also what I didn't notice when I was playing Lara Croft is that when like a garbled picture pops up, like I think it was like some drawing or caveman drawing or something. My attention was like face. All the rest was garbled. I was just like, oh look, there's a face, not thinking about it.
Not even thinking to look at it.
Face, like eyes, face. That's it.
If you want to make someone feel really awkward when you talk to them, you just talk to their left eyebrow all the time when your focus is just off there, and it makes people feel really kind of.
Well, look at their ear.
What?
Or you can make them scratch their eye.
Yeah, just look off because you can track.
Exactly.
Like when someone's looking at you can see where they're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
And he's saying just look off, like not quite at the person. Yeah, and then that was yeah.
It's interesting.
Okay.
But in freestyle, it's completely different, though. Like here, my eyes are like.
Oh, hang on. They don't know what you're talking about now. So let's transition you back in.
Yeah.
So in freestyle, Carlos was saying that his eyes
a lot forward.
His eyes are all over the place.
In racing, yeah, but in freestyle, look at that. It's like a.
Well, you're looking for gaps.
A blob, but it's unless I'm doing some crazy stuff like now, it's very consistent blob thingy there.
You are looking for gaps.
Bouncing of stuff.
But yeah, it's smoother.
Much smoother. And it's so weird, like when I look off the screen, when I was looking at the camera, the eye tracking just goes off, obviously because I'm looking
Because you're looking outside.
outside, so it knows. But see, so like, oh, there's a gap there. It's interesting for me, like.
I think it's a good enough subject for to help us to understand how other people do it.
Yeah, and how to get better as well.
Whether or not we're doing it wrong.
What do you need to train?
Yeah, what are you doing right and wrong?
Is a fast pilot faster because he can see stuff better, or should you be training just your brain to quickly understand how a course is, and that's a memory. You know,
yeah, and
if you practice memory games, that you'll probably are you better at drone racing? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if that would help you, but like for me, really, I'm quite excited by this, by literally that word has sparked something in my head. Anchor. Because even before I knew that you've got to go through one gate to look for the next gate and fly through the gates, but anchor and what it implies really sits well in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it sits because you're using that point as the pivot.
Correct. Yeah.
To go around.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where and that really does work. I think that's thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I'm glad that you've enjoyed that transition and the I series there.
Yes.
What about? While we've got a few people online here.
Yeah.
What about? Because I don't think you got enough response.
Oh, just hit 1,500 subs.
No, not on that.
Huh? Oh.
On the drone rally.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I think this is amazing.
Need to put voice.
Oh yeah, we'll put your voice on for this one. Alright. I think this is awesome, and I'd like to know if any of you guys also think
5
so.
easy right, 30 easy left, tidy into bottom tower, 20 medium right, enter left into chicane, 20 medium right, turn to medium left into tunnel,
It's a short video.
60 straight into bridge, that's right on bridge,
For me,
40
the point
caution,
is,
water into straight,
I think this aids towards spectatorship.
40 caution, ferns, keep up.
Because it's a lot easier to see this on a screen rather than racing.
Well, yeah, I'm very much of the
20
camp. I'm
easy
going
left,
to turn the volume.
into
So
on
Carlos
bridge,
is doing
30
a voice
right,
overlay,
180 path into
like you can
medium
hear
right,
like a co-pilot. I'm going to turn it down just so you can hear what we talk about because we're more important. No, I'm joking. So I think this is a pathway
Yes.
to making better spectatorship, because part of my issue with spectating FPV is it's very difficult to follow.
Yes. And the track is too small as well.
This
You're constantly just.
this drone rally, like stages. Yeah, you've got a one path course. It's not a circuit. It's a long path course.
Like DRL.
Very much more like DRL, you know. But I wouldn't mind seeing this in a much bigger drone size, like XClass.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
And a 3 mile course, 4 mile course.
Yeah, that would be a lot interesting. Yes.
That I think.
Then around an oval.
Yeah, look, the oval's got its thing, and I still think in mini quad size you could get a football pitch stadium size oval. The running track thing would be very fun in mini quad, but in XClass I think it's too small.
Such a cool video.
You know, in XClass it's too small.
Thanks, Tristan.
You with me? But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a really long something like that.
Yeah.
The one pathness of it I like.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I don't need to see a course, and I think you could talk it through with co-pilots or a commentator, but talk that passage through.
Yeah.
You know, for each one of them.
It would make it that it's a team sport. So you can't just, the pilot is obviously the grandeur of it all, but it's not like you kind of need a team behind you to.
There is a big team, yeah.
To make
stage
sure that
racing,
you go.
Like there's a lot to it at the end of the day. There's because there are
mechanics. In a bigger drone like that, you need.
Yeah, it would be more like
myself.
a team, and in all XClass we know it's all a lot of money, so it would only really come into teams.
Yes.
Yeah, and that thing would be more fun, I think.
I would see it
it's
more
a spectator point.
I would see that more as a spectator sport for XClass than going around an arena like we do now with our quads.
Yeah, I don't think XClass in an oval.
That's why it didn't sell me.
They're trying to do speedway. It's not going to work.
We spoke about this last time, and you asked, about XClass, and I was like, no. It's because of this, like because there's no. It's not. What's the benefit? You know, we have the small drones. Oh, the big ones, you can see them more. It's not really. You can just put some flashlights or whatever on or LEDs on the small ones. They can see it.
Like I don't see XClass as
around this stuff
as an answer to I can't see drone racing because they're too small. I don't think that's the answer. I think it's got its own place.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't found its own place.
Yeah.
And I think
I would love to see
that
this in
drone rally is the place for XClass because you could do a 3-mile course.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd love to see it coming down the mountains and then going across the plain.
And no gates.
I don't need gates. I wouldn't mind restrictions.
Yeah, of course.
I don't need gates. I don't mind like going through a ravine kind of that kind of thing. Yeah, really, really bring it into pod racing.
Yep.
That you would never be able to do it really properly with mini quad.
Stage racing, yeah, Phil. That's
yeah, stages, and yeah, exactly. You have, so you could have a 3-mile bit here and another 2-mile bit there and another bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're only really doing that once. Maybe you can have a practice run to know what it is, but you're doing it once.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you crash, you crash. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you better have another one. Because who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it?
All
right. Race is over. Yeah. You can go get your quads.
Yeah.
Down the ravine.
Look, Art's saying here, and Art can comment himself. I tried the XClass on the oval in the Rotor Rush sim.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting it, bruvs. Like it's jump there, round the corner, round the oval. There's not anything really to it, and it's too fast for that size of oval. I just don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, it feels like for an oval, why not? What's the difference in a car? They're just like associating it to a car,
Not even
right?
though.
Because it's flying.
No, well, look.
I don't know.
What do you have to have a high gate that you have to fly under?
Yeah.
That's the only way that I can see to restricting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know if some people might have seen it. I don't know, Carlos, you've seen it. I did proposed a track, of course, in a stadium, and you've got hurdles. You have to go over and then under the next one, and then over this one, and then under the next one.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very difficult because when you're trying to go fast, you gain height.
Yeah.
And you have to control that to go under the next one. Yeah. That's interesting, but it will be impossible with XClass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it brings it back to being a mini quad thing. Yeah. And then XClass is still left out in the cold. XClass, I think, needs
open spaces with exactly.
Yeah. And they can go fast down them.
But it can be a linear space, not just like, here's an open field. Now you put some flags and stuff and go for
I want to do landscape. I want to fly along the side
in the mountains.
Down the mountain. Yeah.
And like you said, this needs like a specialized team. You need like a communication guy to make sure that you have the necessary quality link for stuff that you're doing. You need a mechanic to fix your stuff because it's the pilot that needs a mechanic.
Yeah.
You need a pilot. You need the track specialist to tell you, hey, you can't go as fast on this track on this particular space. You have to dive a little bit or something.
Well, yeah. Like, look, I'm just putting on a little bit of XClass for you guys, and like, this is it, and it's in a speedway track, and this is what they was modelling.
That one was done right away.
And this is what they're modelling, but all right.
It's what's the difference of this in a car?
I'm not sure.
That it's going a bit higher than the.
No, I'm not trying to have a go at it. I just don't think it's exploring enough of what XClass is.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really, really limiting it.
For me, this is, I don't know. That's why I was last
I bet
stream
it
that we
sounds
did.
awesome there. I bet the sound is phenomenal. Those massive props, those big engines.
Oh yeah.
I bet it sounds great. And yeah, if you're standing in the stadium watching that,
Those people.
you can very much see who's ahead. You can very much tell who's winning and where the positions and standings are.
Can you?
You can, because you can see how big they are. They're, you see who's in front of that one.
If you did the same thing with mini quads, what would be the difference?
No. There would be no difference. If you had mini quads, that's the point. If you had mini quads in that stadium with LEDs on, it would be
LEDs.
exactly the same visible amount, and we know who's ahead.
You just see like there's an X flying.
Then you've just got 6 more LEDs than mini quads have got. Yeah, we don't really know any difference. But where I think the X-Class is going to win and mini quads can't is that really long distance things.
And this seems so dangerous.
But maybe an X-Class pilot, maybe Tony if he's watching, can tell us that we're talking yada.
Doesn't this look dangerous as hell?
Well, that's what danger is exciting, bruv. So yeah.
No. Dangerous not for the people here. Dangerous for like, oh, I fail saved. And it keeps on going. Where's it gonna stop?
That's dangerous. Motor racing is dangerous. That's what.
Yeah, but a car doesn't fly off the track.
They launch all the time. Cars launch everywhere.
Not. It'll be close. It'll be a car flying off the track and going elsewhere.
I hear what you're saying. There is a danger element to it because they are massive. But
people die in the audiences of rallies recently,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they do.
But
they do. Motor racing is dangerous.
But I see this like in the Star Wars. I keep going to the Star Wars pod racing thing, where all the audience is on one specific spot with a big screen.
And it's fed.
There's a commentator saying, look at this. Now we're gonna put this guy. Oh, he's in the lead. Oh no, this guy is in third place, and you can see the other ones, and they're like miles away.
Yeah. Well, if it was up to me, I would.
In a deserted.
I'd have it coming down a mountainside.
There's no. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have it coming down a mountainside, and you're on the other side of the mountain, so you could get a rough view of them coming down. But yeah, it isn't going to end up being on screens. Like I don't know if we should talk about this bit of controversy, but I am a bit. Poor Zoe, like she's been kicked out of her own little thing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? She's X-Class, she'd pushed it more than anyone, promoted it more than any face I've known, yeah? And she's been squeezed out because she did a little bit of bitching. Yeah? Like, Zoe, go and do your own, girl. Go and do your own. Yeah?
I don't know what
no, we don't know. We hear half a story of nothing about something else. But she's out.
She's out?
Yeah, she's out. She's not in the X-Class thing anymore. They've made official statements and all the rest of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems a bit... what was the bitching about?
I think that they got all uppity because she wanted to do her own races, and because she lives in a motorhome, and she doesn't have a permanent address, they wouldn't let her do a race, which is pathetic, if that is the reason. And, she did a post about that, and then they said we don't like that, and they kicked her out. Is the story that we know. I'm open to be told more of the story.
Educated.
Yeah, I'm always open to be educated, but the story that we understood, is that she's not allowed in. Yeah, top pilot. She was one of the first that I know of that did proper 3D.
Yeah,
so she's a leader, a promoter, a pusher. She's on the leading edge of it, and now, and if that is the reason, like for me, that's such a ridiculous reason, and actually offensive. Yeah, if the reason is that you don't have a fixed abode and you live in a motorhome, so you can't promote stuff. If that is their reason, that's offensive.
Maybe it's more stuff. I don't know.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is, but it's funny.
There's always reasons.
It's funny that a week after she did that post, she's out on her ear. Yeah.
Well.
So we don't know.
Maybe we can get Zoe.
Maybe some people will tell us.
Maybe we can get Zoe next stream and she can talk about it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Zoe could come and tell us about it from her point of view.
We need to make a little hole on the stream.
Another little stream hole.
To put her face in.
Another little somewhere down the bottom or something. Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as I feel, Zoe, more than anybody, has pushed X-Class.
Yeah, like when I started hearing about First Class, about this crazy girl.
It was first. She was first. So
they wanted to build like big drums.
At the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know. Some things happen, things like that.
Well,
The world is crazy. Yeah? You know, the gods must be crazy.
the gods must be crazy.
They must be crazy.
What are they saying in the comments?
Well,
I think there might be more to that story.
there's always more to the stories.
First class,
There's always more.
Maybe that early today seems odd with all the travelling.
It does just seem very strange,
Quads,
though.
pilots.
Like
Get her on.
she had a little moan, and then all of a sudden you're out.
Oh, people will watch that. See,
Yeah?
we should get Zoe.
You'd watch that.
We've talked about.
Maybe we can do that.
We've talked about. What's it called? XClass already a couple of times. So. Maybe Zoe will be there at the thing. No.
No, I don't think she's at the Invitational.
With her XClass.
Going around Tiny Whoop headquarters. It's like it'll be wall to wall. It's just one path there.
All right, people, get down.
Yeah. No. So yes, XClass. We can leave that now.
Yes.
Yeah. We've moved on from XClass.
Moving on.
What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Huh? What else do we want to talk about? There is other stuff. There is other stuff.
There's always stuff.
There's it's like, can you talk about it now? Yeah, can you talk about it?
I think the coolest is gonna be US. The US is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Can't wait to go and see.
I'm excited to go and meet all these people that I've spoken to.
With these two guys.
Yeah, that will be fun. Go and see Jesse again. We've missed him.
Yes.
It's been a while. Yeah.
In the cold. The only problem is the cold. The cold is gonna be.
Yeah, that's
heavy.
Not fun, is it? That is not fun. But is it going to rain? Do you think? Because rain is worse than cold.
Oh, she's the one helping Newbie Drone create the 3D micro.
Ah. Okay. Okay. See. It's even more reason to love Zoe.
Lloyd is saying that MultiGP doesn't have XClass.
MultiGP doesn't. I didn't know anything about Multi. I thought it was just XClass.
We live in the EU.
XClass was its own class. I didn't know. Is that involved in MultiGP?
I don't know. No clue.
Okay.
We're Europeans.
We're Europeans. We don't know. We know nothing.
What are you when you're not an American?
Foreign.
European.
You're an alien.
No. European.
European. Oh, you're having a wee.
European.
That's what he means. You're having a wee.
European.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that joke. Yeah. You're having a wee. All right. We are coming up to like an hour or so now.
Yeah.
And I think we're done.
I think that's good. Yes.
Yeah. I think we've chatted enough now.
Yes.
We will be doing more chats and talking about stuff.
Hopefully somewhere in the US.
From the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
We will be doing chatting and
we'll get Jesse on.
Yeah, we'll have and all the other people.
At indecent times.
We'll drag them all in.
We'll drag them all in. Hey you, get over here.
Come here, we'll have you. And that's about it. You
Yes.
know? I'm just looking forward to going.
Yes, me too.
I'm just excited. So I'm going to wish you all happy flying, clear skies.
Very nice.
Take care.
Bye.
Giveaway time! So what do we have today? Today for you, we have this beautiful canopy from Chris Atkins. So East Custom Canopies. I think that's that's the name. It's amazing, and it suits really well a BetaFPV if you have one, or possibly even a Mobula if you just got one. So that is one of the things. The other, by my lovely sponsor, come here, camera, is a Azure 5140 clear props, and finally a little battery strap from, again, my sponsor, Hobby RC, one of my sponsors, hobbyrc.co.uk, which is the one that's providing me the props. So thank you again for watching. Check down below in the description for how you can participate in this giveaway. It's very simple. Just need to leave a like, be subscribed, leave a comment down below, and that's it for this week's podcast. I do hope that you have enjoyed. If you do, let me know in the comments as always. And if you're not subscribed yet, why not subscribe? You just need to click the thing here, and then there's more videos here. And when you're subscribed, you can enter the giveaway. What? Thanks for watching. Bye.